Well, hello everyone. This is 102 back again with another review video. Yay! I love these things. Okay, anyway, this video was originally going to be a triple review. And if it is a triple review, this bit will get cut out. But in the update video, you should probably know that this was originally going to be a triple review, or if it still is, this probably cut out. But the thing I'm going to be reviewing is a playset that released in late 2023, but has hit Walmart recently, within the past few weeks, and it is, you should probably know it by now, the paint delivery set. So yeah, I finally got this thing. This thing is being recorded in May, by the way. This will probably end up getting uploaded sometime in June. Cause a certain greatest moments assortment doesn't want to show up at my Walmart. But anyway, so here's the box, and then we got Thomas looking all shocked, and then we got thing where says you can load the paint cans, and it's the prankster. I mean, it tipped over. And then we got a little view of the track there. We got the title, and we got Thomas and his little troublesome truck up here with his extremely scared face, and then a new method of holding them in with I don't know what you called it, like a string of some sorts, and then the truck has got plastic around it. And then let's take a look at the back of the box. Alright, so here's the back of the box, and obviously we have a picture of the set with a little kid playing with it. And I just want to say, Mattel, with your more recent boxes, why have you decided to make this the image on the front of your boxes? Like, why get rid of the nice countryside looking Sodor in replacement for a child's room? Like, what was wrong with this? What was wrong with this? I don't think seeing the kid's room with the set is gonna grab your attention more than the realistic countryside of Sodor. But we got the back of the box here, and then we got the description, which reads, "Things are about to get messy. Thomas has a very colorful, topsy-turvy mission today. Who knew picking up paint cans would be such a messy job?" Then we got our image of the set. We got the amazing crane arm, the little sign, the stop and go track, Wayland Station, and then our little parts list. But yeah, and then we got this side with Thomas, and this side with the usual stuff. Then we got the bottom with the Thomas barcode and the empowering the next generation through play. But for some reason, there is something missing from this box. Can you guess what it is? That's right, it's the Fisher-Price Play Lab logo. For some reason, it is missing from this box, and it is absolutely nowhere to be seen. So I have no idea why it's not there. But anyway, it's out of the way. Let's open here. Alright, coming in for the unboxing. There's 2 pieces of tape on here. Actually, there's more pieces. Yeah, there's a third piece right here. Whoop. Here we go. And then we got that. And we don't have a description anymore. Instead, we have this. Look for our show. All engines go. I'm kind of sad we don't have a description anymore. But anyway, out the set comes. And of course, Thomas is stuck up there because of his rope. But we're just gonna get him out the easy way. We're gonna take our scissors. I'm gonna snip here, snip here, snip here, and snip here, and Thomas is free. Alright. Okay, I might have to, oh, that's 1. There, that's 2. And then our truck, just cut this piece of plastic. And okay, the truck there. The truck and the paint can, invisible cargo are free as well. Alright, so now that we got the complete set out of the box, let's take a look at our characters, shall we? So first we have Thomas, and he has this scared face like, ah! Okay. And he's also got like little paint splatters on him. And then on this side, we got more paint splatters, as well as a squirrel who is also freaked out to literal whateverness. I couldn't think of the word. Also, the squirrel's probably screaming because he's about to get a splat of paint in his own eyes, because it literally looks like it's about to get paint in its eyes. And then the back is obviously nothing, but then on this side we got two ginormous splatters, as well as a squirrel just chilling on top of a paint can, and we got an orange splatter back here. Nothing on the top, as usual. Nothing on the bottom, except for the production date of 15th day of 2024. And if I got this set back in 2023, it would have had a production date of sometime in 2023. But this one has a production date of the 15th day of 2024. So this one was most likely made on January 15th, 2024. But that was Thomas. Now let's take a look at the green truck and his little paint can. The orange paint can is still in the bag, but here's the yellow paint can. It's got the paint logo on it, and it's got paint dripping down. And it's sadly only on one side, but it's got like that handle, and then it's also got the peg so it can stick on like a flatbed. Also, I just realized this thing isn't perfectly round. It's like a weird, not perfect circle shape. I'm just realizing that, so that's interesting. But the top is a nice circle shape, but the bottom isn't, so that's interesting. But anyway, here's the truck, the green truck. It's got paint on his face. It's got a nice troublesome smirk. Here's this side, and he's got the gear wheels have returned. Why? I'm so glad they haven't made these like the norm for the all engines go wheels, because these look worse. The gear wheels look worse on the egg wheels than they do the CGI wheels. There are actually a few things that have this. Obviously, there was the prototype James, then there was Back to the Barn, and then there was Crystal Cave's Mega Set, which I still wish to have. And that was okay. I just looked at this thing, and there was like weird little daubs of grease. You can still see them because I like smeared them, but those weird little daubs of grease on this thing. So they must have put a lot of grease on this truck into the mechanism to make this thing work, so that its little tipping thing can do its thing. They must have put some sort of grease in here. Now here's the top. It's got little plank details, and then here's the other side where it's absolutely nothing. Here's the back. Here's the underside with the little trigger switch. And yeah, that was your truck, and it can just tip. Okay. And just tip the paint cans like so. But yeah, that was Thomas and the truck. And now, before we quickly look at this set, let's look at this piece of paper. So here's the instructions. See, I don't understand why they did. Like, they show a wrench and a screwdriver. It makes it seem like, oh, just scan this and it'll give you digital instructions. No, it just takes you to the Mattel service page for this item. Useless. Here's the top, and then here's this with all the parts, and then we got how to put the stickers on, how to run the set, and it's got one-time snaps. Lovely. But yeah, and then how to put the batteries in, and interesting. Thomas has a white. Okay, that's interesting. Thomas has a white switch. So this must have. That is very interesting. There's like three three things now that show Thomas with the white switch. Or like a character with the white switch. There's James in this prototype. And then Thomas and Percy. And now this. That's interesting. Then we got the track layout. And we just got the other stuff and whatever. And now is the instructions. Anyway, let's build this thing. Alright, so here's the set all put together. And before we go and run it and see how it works, we're going to take a look at a bunch of the little details. Starting with Wayland Station. So, obviously, first thing we can see is that it is all covered in paint. And the Wayland Station Master is confused as to why it's a huge mess and why there are squirrels everywhere. So we got a green can of paint tipped over with little yellow and orange splats, and then the squirrel just chilling. Then we got a big yellow splatter on here with little green and purple ones, and we have some mysterious footprints, and we can follow the footprints down across the station here, where we can find another squirrel with yellow paint on its feet. And then I love how they added the little stairs on these ends. And then we got the main thing about the set, which is the crane and the actual working chain. This is like the greatest crane Mattel has made in recent years. Please continue this instead of, please give us more hooks like this and more chain things instead of those stupid grabbers that I hate. They could have easily went with some sort of grabber, and this would have been like, oh, here's your grabber, and you just grabble it and drop the cars in there with your grabber, but they didn't. They went all out with a hook and an actual chain that works and isn't just like some detail. It's like an actual chain. Going along, we have the new bumpy broken track, and then we continue along to this little old stone bridge or whatever, where we have two activation tabs, and then probably one of the greatest egg signs ever made. Not the best, but one of the better ones. So they took a standard promo and actually altered it and made it amazing. So first off, we got these little footprints on the sign too from squirrels. They go from yellow, guessing the squirrel traversed from the station, and it went around the track and then continued its way here because it starts off yellow, and then it crawls into the purple splotch with little yellow splotches still visible. So it crawls to the purple splotch, and then it crawls to the green splotch, and then it must crawl through the orange splotch, or either that or it crawled before the orange splotch got there because there's green footprints underneath it. And then this is the greatest thing of all time here. So we got Kana looking off to the side, Nia's laughing, Diesel's like, ha ha ha, look at your face. And then they're all looking at Percy because he just got splotched. And then Thomas, they just decide not to do anything with. But this part right here is one of the greatest things. Diesel's just like, ha, Percy, you got splattered. Nia's just laughing, and Kana's like, okay, that just happened to Percy. And then, but yeah, that was the sign. And then continuing onwards, we have a new track piece. They finally took the right side of this and gave it the egg style to it instead of just reusing the CGI one. It took them long enough to finally do this. And then we got a standard curve, and then we got another new switch piece. This is the one they would always use the CGI side with. They finally gave it the egg patterns too. And then we have the buffer, which also has paint splatters on it. Anyway, that was the set. And then we also have our little orange paint can with the splotches. And actually, that is this one a complete round circle? Hold on. Actually, that's interesting. I think it is a... Okay, that is weird. I might be seeing things, but I think the orange paint can is a nicer circle than the yellow one underneath. Maybe it's just my molding. Who knows? Maybe it's just the molding, but I don't know. It just looks more round in some areas, but yeah, that's the orange paint can. And anyway, let's see this thing in action now. Also, there's a few more things that I missed with the station, and I literally needed a flashlight just so you could see this. But on the inside, there's a plastic door, as well as a little box with gears on it. So I think that might be like engine parts or something, maybe. Oh, and there's also a little hook of keys in there as well. Another thing about the station is you can actually put the paint cans on top of the chimney for some reason. And also, I forgot to show the back of the sign, but it's nothing special. It just has the Thomas logo on it. So obviously, the first thing you want to do is set your switcher to stop. Set Thomas onto the track with his little truck. Then, if you're really daring to do it, you can load Thomas with the crane to start off with. But, you put your little paint can into the truck. Next, we switch him on, and we're gonna see Thomas go across his little bumps. And then he'll come up here, and boom! He drops his paint. And then you take your little crane, and this is the hard part. This is the hard part. You have to maneuver this thing just right under the hook and lifterate it into the truck. And then unhook. And then do it all over again. I should also probably mention this because no one else has. It works in both directions. And he can drop it literally through the sign. So now that we saw what this set can do, we're gonna get a few better shots of Thomas running around this thing, as well as a few other paint-covered engines. I told you this was the troublesome part. I want to do it without using my fingers. was the running session of the paint delivery set. So if this is a triple review, the video will stop right there and cut to another shot. But if this review ends up being just a review on the set, this clip will continue. So anyways, my rating scale of this set is that it is a perfect 10 out of 10. So yeah, if you want to get this set, I really suggest you do. Wayland Station is peak. It is one of the greatest Trapmaster Revolution stations ever made. I don't know if anything will ever top it. It tops the Marin Station from 2021. Was it 2021 or 2020? Yeah, that was 2021. Yeah, that was 2021. It tops that playset by a landslide, and it also tops every other crane and cargo drop set that Revolution has made. AKA, it tops Cassia Crane, and it also tops Fix 'em Up Friends. This is like the greatest one they've made out of the three. But anyway, this is HunterTube saying thanks for watching, bye for now, and I will see you in the next video.